Everyone. And today we're going to use our ball. If you don't have one, we can still, do all the exercises, but I want to start to incorporate this a little bit more. Our band, and then again, light weights. And then we're just going to come and get started. So just sitting up nice and tall. I'll just leave the ball under the chair if it rolls. Sitting up nice and tall in your chair, arms down by your side, soft shoulders, soft elbows, feet flat into the floor. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift arms up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift. And down. One more, inhale up. And down. Good, and then reaching those arms up into our puppet arms, starting to move your waist side to side. Just reach. Yes, and then my daughter, for whatever reason, loves the Pillsbury orange cinnamon rolls. And only ShopRite sells it, so I had to go to the ShopRite in Bristol to pick them up. So I'm like, as long as I have those, I'm good. Reach. Good, and bring the arms down. Taking a little neck roll, so just tilt the head to that left side. And then lift it up and then tilt to the right. And lift up and tilt. And lift up and tilt. And lift up. And now, yes, turn. You're going to turn your head to the left. And then with your chin, draw a little semicircle down through the front of the body, and then look up over to the other side, and then reverse. Draw the chin down towards the chest, circle the head, look up over the other side, and again, down through center, just noticing any little tight spots, and up. And last time, down through that center, over to the other side, and look front, and release. Good. Come and reach down and grab 2 or 3 pound weights. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to just start with some easy arm lifts. So I just want you to lift those arms up to the ceiling. And then exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, lift up. Nice. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Good. One more like this. Lift. And with control, lower it down. Good. Reaching out to the sides. Inhale, lift arms shoulder height. Exhale, lower down with control. Inhale and lift. Exhale and bring it down. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale and bring it down. Continue to just hold the weights and take your big shoulder rolls, right? So with the weights in our palms, it just gives us a little bit of extra. Helps draw those shoulders down the back. Reverse your circles. Good, and then coming into our side bends. So take that right arm up to your ceiling, sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling. Exhale as we reach over. Inhale, lift up through your center. Exhale, gentle side bend over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend over. Inhale, lift up to the center. Exhale as you lower that arm down. Other side, reach this arm up, sitting nice and tall in your seat. Take a big inhale. And exhale over. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower the arm down with control. Keeping those weights in your hands. If you'd like to step down a weight or no weights, that's always an option for our hundreds here. So start pumping those arms. Inhaling. Exhaling. Pulling that belly button into the spine. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale. Full navel to spine. Inhale, breathe in. 5 pumps and out for 5. And in. Exhale. And in. And out. Nice even breaths. Inhaling. Exhale. 3 more sets. Inhale in. Exhale. And in. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Still keeping the weights in your palms. We're going to take a little roll down. So inhale, draw the chin to the chest. Start to forward fold. Exhale when you get to the bottom. And just kind of let the back cascade and melt all around down towards the floor. Prepare to roll up. Take your inhale. As you start to lift the torso, lift the weights off the floor. Exhale, pull the stomach in so your low abs do the lifting of the back. And again, inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hip, bringing those arms down toward the floor. Shimmy your hips here a little bit. Just give them a little wiggle. Open up some space through the pelvis. Prepare to roll up. Take your inhale. Pull those abs in and up as you lift up, up, up. Good. One more. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, pulling down. Staying here a moment, and again, just kind of shimmy the hips. Maybe just shake the head side to side. And then prepare to roll up. Take a big inhale as you lift those weights off the floor. Exhale, draw those abs in. And lift up. Ooh, one more time. Oh, no, let's stay here. We can stay here with the weights. Bringing the weights by your side. Take an inhale, and we're just going to take some knee floats. Exhale, bicep curl as we float the knee up. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, opposite knee up. And set it down. Exhale, scoop and lift. Down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, grow taller right here, and then exhale, pull the stomach in. So I'm not even lifting the knee very high. I'm trying to stay tall and just use my stomach to help float the leg up. So the leg should feel very light, and your abdominals are doing all the heavy lifting. And exhale, lift. And exhale. And exhale. Last set. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. And exhale. And release. So now we'll just lower down and set those weights down. And then come and bring the ball, set it between the knees. And you could use a small pillow or a rolled up towel if you don't have a ball today. So sitting nice and tall, again, we're just trying to find some ab work through our inner thigh and our glutes. So taking an inhale and kind of just even place your hands on your hips and fill everything up. Expand it to the outside. And now exhale. Draw the stomach in, draw the waist in, turn the glutes on, press on the ball. Feel those inner thighs activate. Inhale, fill everything up. Let it expand. Exhale. Belly button pulls in and almost up under the ribs. Squeeze the glutes, push onto that ball. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale, release. And exhale. See if you can go even deeper. How deep can you draw those abdominals in? One more. Inhale. And exhale. And release. Okay, coming into some knee circles, first without the ball and then with the ball. So taking that right leg up just a few inches off the floor, I just want you to circle, right? So we're just rotating that hip. But I'm sitting up nice and tall. So if you find that you're slouching, that it's hard to sit up tall, sit further back in your chair. But nice and easy circles, reverse direction. Good, and down. Other side. So you're just going to lift that knee, see if you can still stay seated nice and tall and start to circle to the outside. Everything else is staying nice and still. And reverse direction. And down. Great. Now we're going to try with the ball. So again, you can roll up a towel. Or you can still kind of find that sense of we're kind of using our hamstring now. So you're pressing the ball behind the knee, turning on that calf hamstring without even realizing you have to thinking about it too much, because just by holding the ball makes it work a little harder. And then start to circle and circle and circle, right? So again, behind the leg here, that hamstring, and reverse direction, lift, 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 and release. Good, go ahead and shake that out. Place it behind the opposite knee. And again, find where you can really squeeze and press. So you activate that hamstring, lift that leg and circle out. And out. And out. And out. Reverse. And lower it down. Setting the weight down. One more with our knee lift, one more variation here. Take the hands behind the head, coming into a little rotation. Take a big inhale. Lift the right knee as you turn right. Exhale. Inhale, come through center as the leg goes down. Exhale, lift the left knee and turn left. Inhale, put that foot down, sit taller. Exhale, float that knee up and twist. Inhale, put it down. Exhale, scoop the belly in to float the knee up. Inhale, put it down. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, put it down. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, put it down. And last set, exhale, lift. Inhale, place it down. Exhale to our left. Bring it down and release. Good, shake out those hips. Keeping your feet flat on the floor, just take a little ankle shuffle. So just rotate those heel to toe as far as you can get to each side. So right, I'm pushing both toes and then both heels. Side to side. And then come to your center. Start to tap it out. So lift those heels, tap those toes, pull the belly in. And breathe. And release. Good. Go ahead and placing your feet flat on the floor, right? Kind of dome the foot. So lift that arch up and off the floor, curl the toes into the floor, and then release. Stretch them out in front of you. And then dome, curl those toes, lift the bottom of your foot up. And release. And again, curl those toes. And release. And curl those toes. And release. Nice. Walk your feet together for our little angel wings. Lift both feet. So my legs are glued together. My ankles are glued together. Press the feet out. Tap them down to the floor and sweep them in. So lift and sweep them in. And I know my knees are parting and I'm trying to just at least keep my heels together. And you probably, at least I do, feel some heat building all the way up the outside of the leg. Come to the center, reverse direction. Push the feet down, sweep them out, lift them, and come home. Push away and then lift, bring them together and home. So this direction is much easier for me to control. Good. And release. Shake that out again. Nice footwork. Now come and place your band on that right foot. And again, option to sit further back in the chair if you need a little bit more support for this. And forward, a little more challenging. So sitting up nice and tall, really tighten up on the band, set the shoulders back, soft elbow, turn the leg out, and now circle that whole leg straight. Lift, 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 reverse direction, out and up, out and up, out and up, out, out, and release. Other side. So set it onto that left leg, sitting up nice and tall. And again, draw those elbows back, shoulders down, and then turn that foot out and then come into the body and lift up and around, up and around, up and around. Excellent. Reverse direction. So sweep out, down and around, up and out, down and around, down and around. And release. All right, now we're going to come into some rowing. So you're going to take the band and place it under your feet, which are about hip distance. And I have a pretty strong gray band, which is fairly heavy. So again, every band has a different resistance. So if you're needing a little bit more, you just kind of tighten up on your band or even fold it in half. So we're going to hinge at our hips today. Push the feet strongly into the floor. Draw the stomach in. So I'm not just relaxed in this hinge. It's nice and active. And then I'm going to bend my elbows and then bring those elbows parallel to the torso and release. And I'm kind of drawing the elbows back towards my hip bones and release. So I kind of want you to feel the muscles around the shoulder blade and the spine. And pull and release. So again, we're working our back muscles. Pull and release. Pull and release. And pull. And we're doing this nice and slow and controlled. So even on the return, slowly bring those arms back down. Draw them up. See if you can get right to that torso. And release. Let's take two more. Pull and release. Last one. Release. And let that band go and roll on up. Shake it out. Come and sit into the middle of the chair. Onto a little bit more rotation again, this time with arms out in front and just knuckle to knuckle. So again, just pushing the knuckles into each other, right? Just kind of creating this nice strong arm base. Take a big inhale and exhale, start to turn to your right. Inhale, come center. Lift your spine off the back. Exhale. Inhale, come center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale. And come center and arms down. Shake it out. Nice work. Coming into our lateral side bends. So now hands behind the head. And you're going to just inhale. Now we're dipping that elbow down to our right. And then exhale, pull the stomach in. Inhale as we reach over. and exhale. And again, I'm really drawing my belly button in to kind of initiate the move. So inhaling here, getting that nice stretch. Now exhale as you pull the stomach in, that helps to start to lift the torso. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, reach, exhale, inhale, reach, exhale, last set, inhale, exhale, up, last one, and release those arms for a moment. And then we're going to just come back into a little neck stretch with that side bend. So take those hands behind the head and then just gently reach over to that right and then turn the head and look down towards the floor and bring that outside elbow around and just give your head a nice little hug. Stretching through the back of the neck, across the top shoulder blade there. Open up that elbow, lift the head back home. Nice work. Reach up and over to that left. Turn your chin and look down towards the floor as you bring that top elbow down and around and giving it a nice hug. Open up that elbow and lift back up and arms down. Good. Now we're coming into our saw, so our deeper twist. So bring those feet a little bit wider. Bring your arms to a T. Take your inhale. And now as you exhale and turn right, you're going to hinge and reach down towards the floor, maybe towards your pinky. Reach the opposite pinky away from you. It's kind of like you're pulling your pinkies apart from one another. Inhale, pull the belly in as you roll on up to center. Turn and exhale, roll down. Inhale as you start to come up, exhale through your center. Inhale. Start to twist to that right. Exhale. Take a moment to really stretch or pull those fingertips apart. Inhale as we start to lift. Exhale through center. Inhale. Turning the other direction. Exhale and reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. And come home. All right, come and grab your band again. Holding the band now just shoulder distance apart. So I just have my thumbs through and my palms on top, sitting up nice and tall. And I just want you to just pull the band apart and release. Good, and pull the band apart and release. Pull it apart and release. Pull apart and release. And pull. Release. Good. Bring those arms up to the ceiling. Just take a nice big stretch. And then just a nice little diagonal side bend. So I'm just reaching over to the front, kind of left corner. Pull the stomach and lift back up. Up and over to the right front corner. And come up. Up and over. And lift. And up and over. Lift. And arms down. Take a moment to take a few shoulder rolls. And reverse. Good. Reach those arms right up in front of you again, taking a high row. So now I want us to just bend the elbows and draw the band across the chest and press out. Good. And then pull back and release and pull back and release. Pull back and release. Pull back and release. Pull back and release. One more. And arms down. Great. Bringing that band onto the bottom of that right foot again. This time sitting up nice and tall. And then I just kind of want us to focus on this outer hip. So can we just pulse the leg to the outside? Pulse. Pulse. And I'm kind of trying to find that outer hip as we push out. Push into that band. Push. 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 and down. Good, staying on this side. Bring that leg up again, and now we're gonna go to the inside. So press to the center, to the center, to the center, to the center. And 10, and release. Good, just take your leg out to the side and just take a little stretch, kind of use that band, pull the band, flex that ankle. Good, bring the band into the center. So for this one, I want you to rotate your whole leg in and then draw the band a little bit across the center line. Might find a stretch somewhere down that outside of that leg. And I'm trying to flex my foot too. The more I flex my foot, that calf gets that stretch. And release. All right, other leg. So bring it around that right foot. Or left foot, sorry, left foot. Holding up that band nice and taut, sitting up nice and tall, and just pulse out. 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 Good, sitting up nice and tall, that's half the battle. And pause. And now to the inside, just press it into your center line. Push it towards that middle. Nice, and then come back out to take a stretch laterally here and then flex that ankle. Pull that band into you. Good, and then bring that leg across the body. Here's where you're gonna rotate that whole hip in. And bring it across. Flex that ankle. And release. Shake it out. All right, coming into clamshell. So take the band around your lap with your legs glued together and then wrap the band underneath and then bring it up on top. And then we're gonna lift those heels and push the knees open and release. Push open and release. Push open, good, and release. 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 And down. Good, lower it down. Set the band aside. Come and reach, grab your ball. If not, you can just reach with the band across the back here. So I'm just taking that ball and I'm just kind of trying to hold it. I'm going to roll my shoulders back and then just kind of lift that ball up and lower down. Lift and lower down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. One more and release. Now I want you to take the ball and place it on the back of your chair with your mid to top of the shoulder blades on the ball, right? So it may tend to slide lower. See if you can get to that mid upper shoulder blade spot to start, and then hands behind the head. And now lift head, neck, and chest and just kind of arch over the ball and bring it back to neutral. Good, lift head, neck, and chest. So use those hands to kind of glide the head up and over the ball and come back home and lift and home. Good, now try and lower the ball a little bit. So see if you can come to that maybe bottom of the shoulder blade. Hands behind the head. So right, we're going to get a little deeper. So now I want you to lift up and over that ball and come back home. So now we can maybe make a little bit bigger of an arch, pushing our shoulder blades into that ball for that support and back home. Nice. This is a great opener for the front. And release. One more. And come back home and arms down. Great job. Woo! Hopefully that created some nice openings for you. All right, now I'm coming down to just my 2-pound weights, coming into a little bit more of an arm series. So this is our rowing series. This is a little bit of a coordination move. So we're going to start here at our shoulder blades. We're going to reach out on a diagonal, press down towards the floor, lift back up, and then circle the arms out to the sides. And come back home. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down towards the floor. Inhale, lift those arms up to the sky. Exhale, big circles. And start at home again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, big circle. And come home. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, big arm circle. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Big circle and release. Next one we're coming to is hug a tree. So bring your arms out in front. And again, always option to drop the weights if this feels too much on your shoulder. Inhale, open those arms up with a soft elbow. Exhale, bring them back around to the front. Inhale, open. And exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale. Now one at our arm at a time. So inhale, open to your left. Look left. Exhale, come home. Inhale, open right. Look right. Exhale, come home. Inhale, open left. Exhale, come home. Inhale, open right. Exhale, home. And arms down. Great job. Lower those weights down. And let's take a nice deserved stretch. So bring that right arm across the body. Give it a hug with that left arm. Good. And then coming to a nice tricep stretch, bringing that right arm up to the ceiling. Gently pull that elbow. And again, right, the goal is to be able to get our spine upright, get that head in line. Good. And release. Other side, taking that left arm across the body. Give it a nice hug. And then take that elbow bend, bring it up to the ceiling, lift head, neck, and chest. Give yourself a pat on the back with that palm. And release, shake it off. All right, coming into some standing work now. So adjust your chair so you have something for balance. Our first exercise is a little bit of ankle work again, a little bit of balance, ankle stability. So bring your feet parallel. You're going to lift both heels. Bend your knees, keeping the heels lifted, and then set the heels down with the knees bent. Tighten your seat and stand up. So we lift those heels. Bend those knees, go straight down. This is where it might have it and be helpful to have a hand on the chair. Put those heels down. Feel that stretch through your Achilles and then straighten up. Good, lift those heels. Bend those knees. Put the heels down, straighten up and lift. Bend those knees. Put the heels down and release. Let's go in the reverse. So with the feet flat on the floor, bend the knees. Just to where you start to feel that little bit of calf ankle stretch. Now right here, without moving anything else, just lift those heels and then tighten your seat, pull your belly in and stand up, releve, and heels down. Bend the knees just a little bit, lift the heels, tighten your seat, stand up and lower down. Bend those knees, lift those heels, releve and up. Good, one more. Bend, lift those heels, releve, and down. Excellent. All right, taking some stationary lunges, take your outside foot forward. So this way I'm going to move my chair a little bit forward. So maybe step a little bit behind the chair. So the back leg, the heel is going to lift, and then both knees are going to bend, right? So we're going to lower both. We're going to bend both knees. The back one's going to lower towards the floor and up. Lower down and lift. So again, you go as low as feels comfortable with the knees. We're trying to engage our quads, our glutes, hamstrings, and then your abs help to lift you. And I'm just going straight down and up and straight down and up, straight down and up. One more time. And step forward a little bit. So with that back leg, bring it just behind the front leg, keeping the heel down, the knee bent. And I'm kind of sitting back in that heel to stretch through that calf and that ankle. And then release. Give it a good shake. And let's switch sides. So step back, right, behind the chair with that inside leg. Lift that back heel. And both knees bend as we lower. And lift. Lower down. And lift. Lower down. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Lift. And down. And up. Two more. Last one. And up. And step forward. Nice work. All right, a little standing clamshell today. So come to that outside leg, lift that heel. So we can start nice and low. We can keep that foot down, rotate the hip out and in. Rotate out and in. We can stay right here if that feels good to you. We can bring the leg up so where the foot is about knee height. And in. Rotate out and in. Push the leg away, right? You're trying to like open a heavy door with the glute and the hip. Press it open. Good. Now bring that leg parallel and we're going to do the opposite. I want us to turn it in and then turn it out. Roll it in, roll it out. Bring it in, bring it out. So I'm just rotating that hip, rotating the leg in and out. And again, using my glute muscle. And release. All right, other side. So starting first, nice and low with that heel up, but the ball of the foot on the floor. Push that hip open and in. Rotate and in. Press out. Out. Nice. And then we can come a little higher, bringing that foot to the knee, press out and bring it in. Press out. Right. So all these muscles right here. The ones that become a little inactive when we're sitting all day. Good. And then bring that leg to parallel and start our internal and external, right? So again, we're going to roll in and out and in and out. So I'm bringing my knee towards that other knee and then reaching it open. Bring it in and out. Bringing some nice movement toward that hip joint. Last one and release. So then let's come and stretch that quad on the other side. So can we reach back, lift our foot? If you're not able to quite grab the foot, you can step into a band, bend the knee, and use a band to grab. pull. And then just take a peek that the knee is in line, right? So if the knee is out here, can we try and draw it down right under our hip and then pull back a little bit? Maybe we hinge forward, kind of find where you can get a nice stretch through that leg. And release. Shake it out. Let's step to the other side. So again, bringing that band onto the foot. Bend the leg behind you and then pull on the band. Kind of like so. And release. Let go of the band. And then just come into our L stretch. Just keep the chair where it is today. Reach those arms up to the ceiling. Forward fold, bringing the palms down onto the chair. Walk those legs back, hip distance, bending the knees. Taking a little bit of a squat here. Just stretch your spine, pushing your palms into the chair. And then kind of bend and straighten those legs. Kind of notice where you can get some flexibility, maybe a little bit more behind those knees. And then look down at your toes. While we're here, see if you can just lift your big toes up and off the floor. It's easier to look at them, so I figure while we're here looking at our toes, try and lift those big toes and then put the big toes down and try and lift all the other toes. Pushing the big toe into the floor. And release, bend those knees as you drop your palms towards the floor, pull the stomach in, roll on up. Coming into our balance beam pose today, take your right foot in front of your left. All right, bring your arms out to the side with those soft elbows. Zip up, bring those legs pressed into one another. Good, now reach your arms further out and hold. Stand nice and tall. And if that seems quite easy, try and close your eyes. That's okay if you're wobbling. Go ahead and find where you can maintain your balance, even if you're rocking side to side. Open those eyes, bring those arms down, switch. So bring the back foot to the front, heel to toe. Start with those arms nice and low. Zip everything up, draw everything into your center line, right? Draw the stomach in, tighten the seat, and then lengthen those arms, right? Nice and strong. And then close the eyes. And again, I'm sure there's wobbling going on because I'm wobbling, but I'm working hard to stay connected. Open the eyes, lower the arms, and release. All right, next I wanted to come into a little bit of standing arm series with some weights. If you're fatigued at this point, you can certainly do this seated in the chair. But I'm going to just remain standing. And as I'm standing today, I'm going to stand with my feet just hip distance and parallel. Kind of a soft knee, but even if with my soft knee, I'm still going to draw my stomach in. I'm going to pull my pelvic floor up and in, tighten my seat. Bringing those arms down by your side. Take an inhale and exhale, bicep curl. 1. Inhale, lower, and exhale 2. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. And 7. Now either stay there or can we lift our arms parallel to the floor and reach the arms out long. Inhale here and exhale, bicep curl in here. 1. And reach. And 2. And reach. And 3. And reach. And 4. Reach. and 5 and 6. One more and 7. Lower the arms down. Into zip ups. Tap the weights together. Pull the palms up and down. Right now, the goal is to make this one line, right? So see, my wrists and my elbows are in line, so there's no kind of folding or bending. Get nice and straight. There we go. And down. Zip it up. And down. Someone's pulling your elbows apart. And down. And now are we still maintaining our nice stance with soft knees? Pulling that stomach in. Turning the glutes on a little bit. Not overdoing it. And arms down. Good. One more set of bicep curls, this time with the arms out to the side. Take an inhale and exhale, bring them in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. So just be mindful of the shoulders and the back, right? It's a little bit more challenging with the arms reaching away from the body. So always bring them back in closer to you, like the first version if need be. Reach. Last one. And lower those arms down. Woo. Just take a few side bends here using the weights. Good. Bring those arms out in front. Now just press straight arms back towards your hips, and here take another little bit of extension. Lift head, neck, and chest. As the head comes back into neutral, arms reach forward on a diagonal. Arms reach down, pressing back behind the body as we lift head, neck, and chest. Bring the head back to neutral, arms forward. Press those arms straight down, lift. Bring that head back to neutral. Now this time, bring those arms back and hold and turn and look over that right shoulder. Holding those weights back, look center. Look over your left shoulder. And center. And again, look, see how far can you get that chin towards the shoulder. Opposite shoulder reaching back and center. And other direction. And center. One more set to that right. And center. And left. And center and release. Nice work. Bend the knees softly as you hinge and lower those weights down to the floor. Lift back up and come and have your seat. Taking your floor stretch. So take that left leg. Sitting up nice and tall and just take a little butterfly here. And then just kind of rock on your hips. Rock side to side now. So hopefully we feel a little looser than we did when we started. Hopefully we feel a little stronger using those weights today. And then come to stillness so you can just kind of open up that knee, right? And then hinge forward. And then again, maybe we can fold even more. Lift back up and set that foot down. Other side. And then first, just take a moment, just butterfly this side. And then rock side to side. And then come to center and then just try and see if we can just gently open that hip up a little bit more. And then hinge. And lift back up. Nice, bring the hands behind the head. Squeeze the shoulder blades together here. So I'm trying to draw my shoulder blades together right behind my back. If I'm like pressing some lemons right there. And then when you let go, draw the chin to the chest and give it a hug. Lift back up again. Draw those shoulder blades together. Release them, draw the chin to the chest. Lift back up. One more time, draw those shoulder blades together. Release, draw the chin to the chest. And release, finishing with our side bend today. Let's start with the left side. Bring that arm up to the ceiling. So nice, much bigger movement than when we started. So we're just going to really reach all the way across the room. Lift back up with control. Reach. Nice work. Hand over. We're going to add a little rotation. So we're going to reach and then we're going to turn and look towards the floor. So just draw your head down. Maybe your shoulders come parallel towards the floor there a little bit. And then come back to that lateral bend as we lift on up. Nice work. Other side. So send this leg out nice and long. You can use the front of the chair for a little bit of support. Take that arm up and reach. And lift back up. And up and over. Really reach. You're stretching your fingers towards your toes or away from your toes rather. Lift back up. Last one, add that little bit of twist. So as we reach over and then we turn and face the floor, look down, but keep stretching, reaching that arm away. And then come and look center. Lift back up. Bringing those legs into front. Take a few final breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Thank you very much for joining me today.